4 of our Fall Back on Track challenge. My name is Kelly, and I'm super excited to be hosting the call tonight. This challenge has been incredible. We now have 141 participants, and as a group, we have collectively lost 369.4 pounds in only 4 weeks. And that's the last time I checked, which was a couple hours ago. So I am so amazed by everyone's hard work and consistency. So keep that up, you guys. There's still plenty of time to invite and share with our friends and family and people we care about to add some friendly competition and fun into our challenge. Up until week 6, we can keep inviting people. Okay, and also to keep the fun going, please don't be shy in sharing how you're doing, what your goals are in the Facebook group. Everyone is here to support you and your success. Okay, so a little about my own story. I've actually been using the Herbalife products for 19 years, since I was 6 years old. I, however, went away to college, got some unhealthy lifestyle habits, didn't exercise, didn't eat well. So after graduating from college, I was burnt out. I needed a health solution, so I turned back to my Herbalife nutrition plan and Herbalife 24 line. I recommitted to taking care of my health, and I didn't have much to lose, but I ended up losing 12 pounds. My dress size went from a size 6 to 8 to a 0 to 2. I have way more energy, and I feel great, okay? So today we have some amazing topics, so be sure to have your pen and paper ready. I'm super excited to welcome and introduce 2 incredible ladies who have been making an impact in our community, who combined have over 50 years of experience as coaches. If you can please welcome up Marianne and Marla.
Hi there. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. And yeah, actually, I think with Marla and I, it's more than 60 years. I think Marla is 32 or 33, and I just hit my 30. Yeah, so, and I'm going to start everything off right now because we're going to be talking about carbohydrates, shopping, meal plans, and healthy breakfast. So first of all, I want to talk a little bit about carbohydrates, because people they'll go on a diet and they'll cut out all the carbs because they think they're bad. And there is a big difference between simple versus complex carbohydrates. Now, many health experts recommend cutting down or eliminating sugar and other simple carbs and increasing the serving of complex carbohydrates in the diet. And carbohydrates are really important for your health because every cell in your body uses them for energy. In fact, your brain can only use carbohydrates for energy. So unfortunately, the overconsumption of sugar and other highly refined carbs have been associated with a higher incidence of diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and even breast cancer. So according to the World Health Organization, sugar and other simple carbohydrates are the leading factor in worldwide obesity epidemic that we're experiencing now. Now, with the popularity of low-carb diets, many people are afraid to eat any carbohydrates whatsoever. But it's really important to distinguish between the health-robbing effects of simple sugars and other carbs and the health-giving properties of complex carbohydrates. Now, complex carbohydrates, they are high-fiber foods that improve your digestion. They help stabilize the blood sugar. They keep your energy at an even level, and they help you feel satisfied longer after a meal. In contrast, sugar and other simple carbohydrates, they alter your moods, they lead to cravings and compulsive eating, and they can cause wide swings in your blood sugar levels and cause weight gain in most people. In addition, a high consumption of sugar can lead to uncomfortable withdrawal symptoms when you finally decide to improve your diet and forgive the sweets. So if you're trying to eliminate simple sugars and carbohydrates from your diet, but you don't want to refer to this, the list all the time, here's some suggestions. Like, read the labels, number 1. If the label lists sugar, sucrose, corn syrup, white or wheat flour, they contain simple carbohydrates. And if these ingredients are at the top of the list or within the first 5 ingredients, they might contain most simple carbohydrates and little else. And they should be limited as much as possible. You can't totally avoid them, but do your best. And the second thing is look for foods that have not been highly processed or refined. So choose a piece of fruit instead of fruit juice. which is very high in natural carrying simple sugars. Choose whole grain breads instead of white bread, and choose whole grain oatmeal instead of packaged cold cereals. So the truth is, the closer you get to nature, the closer you get to your good health. The other thing about the complex carbohydrates, like your fruits and vegetables, they're anti-inflammatories and they protect you from disease. So you really want to really add that into your diet. Now, let's go shopping. Now, there's a shopping list in your lesson plan, so you can print that out, and you probably have a lot of these staples and things, but there's some suggestions. When you go shopping, I like to talk to people, especially if you are apple or pear-shaped, or you have hypoglycemia or diabetes. You really want to stay away from the middle of the supermarket, the aisles. So say, for example, like I know when I go into my grocery store, the first thing that hits me when I go in is this great, all these colors of fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. So the darker the better. You can have them. That's a great thing. The next step is this really great cheese section, imported cheese and things, which are absolutely wonderful. And even though cheese does have protein, the harder cheese is better for you, and white is better than the yellow. And a serving size of cheese is a pair of dice, the little ones, not the big fluffy ones that are hanging on your rear mirror. So really watch the amount of cheese. And I know when I go further, there is our deli section, and there's so many nitrates and preservatives and things in the deli section. You're better off just staying away from it. You're better off just getting like a whole chicken or throwing extra chicken breast in for the next day for lunch. So whatever you can cook for yourself is going to be the best thing. And I know the next part is our fish. Fish is wonderful. Go for the deep, don't go for the farm raised. There's the way they feed them, they're not getting their natural diet. And if you think you're doing omega-3s with farm-raised salmon, you're actually getting, instead of getting omega-6s, which keep your arteries soft and pliable, which is why you want to eat your salmon, they feed the farm-raised salmon grains, and that makes those omega-6s the omega-3s. Omega-3s keep your arteries stiff, so you're actually not, you're just causing more problems. So go for the wild caught. That's your best bet. You're not eating as much anyway, so it's really not going to make a difference as far as your pocketbook. And then, of course, you want your chicken, your turkey, your red meat maybe once a week, and your dairy, get your dairy. And just stay out of the middle of the store, especially if you're apple, pear-shaped, or have blood sugar problems, because there's nothing really good and healthy in there. Now, if you have your last 10 pounds to lose, you need to do the same as apple or pear-shaped people. You don't want to go in the middle of the store. You don't want the prepackaged things. So that's kind of what you want. So just stay out of the middle of the store, and you'll be doing just great. Also in your lesson, they had how to lighten up your food. So there's a lot of really great resources out there. I know myself, I get the Cooking Light magazine, and it does teach you to get from those old family favorites how to lighten things up. So really take a look at that. And like I said, listen to Dr. Luigi on the video. You'll get a lot of good information and things that we have in the lessons each week. So I'm not going to read all that. You know how to read for some concern. So there you go. So that's basically the things that I really wanted to discuss. And what I want to do now is I want to pass it over to my good friend, Marla. All right. So I'm going to mute myself, and time for Marla to get on.
Oh, there we go. I thought, I can't get on. I'm muted. Thanks, Marianne. That was great. Yeah, as Marianne said, we've both been around Herbalife for a long time, and Kelly's part of our Herbalife family too. Her mother's been around almost as long as Marianne and I, and so we've all been really good friends together. And one of the amazing things about Herbalife, using it for 32 years, my two Herbalife babies are now 26 and 23 and still using the products on a daily basis. And when you talk to any longtime Herbalife product lover, you'll just find how good we feel. I mean, we're just never sick, or very, very, very rarely. And if we are, it's over and done with within a day or two. We feel great. Our energy's great. You know, I'm still medication free after all these years, and you know, loving life and loving my energy. So, you know, a lot of that just comes from the value of the products, and it's just so important. So I'm going to flip over to share screen here. Sorry. And so I just, you know, you guys covered this last week in the metabolism lesson. It talked about the different types of foods and the type of energy levels it gives you and your hunger control over time. And quite often when I do my wellness profiles, I kind of tie the, the healthy breakfast information in with this. And so just a quick review, you can see that if you have a simple carbohydrate that Marianne just explained to you, you know, that cookie or that donut, the hunger control really goes with satisfaction, you know, feeling full, feeling pretty good. So if you have that donut or that cookie, you've got a real high level of satisfaction for about 1 minute. And then 10 minutes later, you want another one. If you go to your complex carbs, you've got 30 to 60 minutes, but you can see it's not a real high level of satisfaction. You can eat a lot of carrots. It just doesn't give you that same feeling that eating that donut will do. And this line here is your protein, which is about 2 to 3 hours. It's fairly high satisfaction. But obviously your best is a combination of lean protein and carbohydrates together. That gives you about 3 hours. And not only is it hunger control, satisfaction, that actually affects your blood sugar levels as well. So if you look at your healthy breakfast handout that you got with your handouts this week, you want to look that over, and it just talks about the importance of having a healthy breakfast. You know, our bodies need a lot of nutrients every day for good health, and most people actually get less than a third. I've heard even quotes of 5 to 50% of what the average person gets of nutrition, of what they need on a daily basis. We just don't have the necessary building blocks for our foundation of good health. I wanted to read you a quote. I have an article that I quite often point out to people. It was from the Wall Street Journal, their health journal from 2009. And it was called Why That Big Meal Made You Hungry. And one of the quotes in there is it talks about breakfast. Loading up on lean protein, ideally from egg whites or a protein shake, yay, in the morning reduces hunger all day long. Eating muffins, bread, sweetened cereal, and juice does just the opposite. And they actually did a study of overweight women in St. Louis. And what they found is that the women that had a healthy protein breakfast, that healthy shake or egg whites or things like that, actually consumed 140 fewer calories at lunch and ate less food for the next 36 hours. Whereas the woman who had a carb-based breakfast, like a bagel or a toast or something like that, ate much more and ate many more calories. And I know, you know, there's a huge difference with me. When I have my shake first thing in the morning, it kind of sets up my day. If I ever start my day with a carb-based breakfast, a piece of toast or a muffin or a bagel, what I find is I'm actually craving carbohydrates all day long. The article goes on to say that some people argue they're not hungry in the morning, but the doctor noticed that the hormone that typically signals hunger adjusts to habitual meal patterns. So even if you're not a breakfast eater, which I never used to be, after a few days of eating a healthy breakfast, you should find out that you're actually hungry in the morning. So, you know, those are just some really good points that go there. You know, what people eat determines how what their bodies receive, and the better nourished a healthy body is, the better it can maintain itself in good working order. So did you know, we just discussed how the most critical part of the day is the beginning of the day, of having that healthy breakfast. How you start your day determines the quality of your day. It affects your mood, energy, alertness, strength, and metabolism. And a healthy breakfast is just the foundation for a healthy life. So, you don't have to tell me right now, but just what did you have for breakfast today? So, generally there's 3 kinds of breakfast: no breakfast, a quick breakfast, or a big breakfast. And if you look at your chart, if you go with skipping breakfast in the second one, you know, you've got all night without any nourishment for the million plus, or I don't know, trillion plus cells that you have in your body. And so your body's, the cells in each part of your body wake up hungry for nourishment. They want to have that to get started. You've been fasting for 6 or 8 hours without any food or water, and you've got 100 trillion cells you've got to feed to get them going. And if you skip breakfast, it actually causes that blood sugar to lower down even farther than what it is when you wake up in the morning. And so that when you finally do eat, especially if you're doing more of a carb-based meal, your blood sugar is going to spike, and it actually puts your body into fat storage mode. So if you think by skipping breakfast, you're going to, you know, that helps you to lose weight, it's definitely not the truth. It has exactly the opposite weight. And as I said, it actually puts your body into a fat storage mode. And then every time you eat carbs, your body's got to produce insulin to affect the carbs. And so what happens when you either skip breakfast or you do a carb-based breakfast, your blood sugar spikes, your insulin has to go up right after it. It falls quite quickly. If you remember back to that first slide, when you do a carb, it only lasts in your body about 10 minutes or 30 minutes for complex carbs. And so then your blood sugar is way down here. And what happens when your blood sugar is low? You're tired, you have no energy, you're listless, you're hungry, you're looking for fast, easy energy, which is unfortunately simple carbs. You know, if you ever notice when you work in an office, you know, the coffee break time, people are looking for a chocolate bar, a donut, a cookie, something to bring that energy up. Even our kids in the morning if they don't have a healthy breakfast. And then the same thing happens about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You just have that energy slump, and you're looking for food you know is not healthy and not right for you because you've allowed that blood sugar to drop too low. When you start out with a good balanced protein-based breakfast like our Herbalife shakes, that keeps your blood sugar normal. And so it just keeps you it just keeps you going and keeps your energy flowing for a good 3 to 4 hours. And as you know, in Herbalife, we recommend that you have something, your protein carbohydrate, either a healthy shake, a good protein snack, or a healthy meal every 3 to 4 hours. It makes a big difference to your day. So, you know, when you get the nutrition that you need, it really makes a big difference. And I know I love my shakes. They're about 24 grams of protein, 190 calories, and they taste great. You know, you've seen everybody talk about the healthy shakes that they're having every day. I just finished a chocolate latte with a little bit of fiber thrown into it for good measure, and it tasted absolutely fantastic. And that kind of ties us in with the concept of cellular nutrition. And that's actually patented by Herbalife, the whole concept of cellular nutrition and what it is. And as I said, your body's made up of about 1 trillion cells. And so it's really important that you get the nutrition that you need to feed each and every cell, because that's where your health starts from. That's where your good health, your body's able to repair itself, it's able to look after it when it gets the nutrition it needs. But not only is it eating or ingesting the food, the nutrition that you need, you also need to be able to digest it and to absorb it. And that's where our cellular nutrition program comes in. I think Judy's going to talk about a little more detail, but basically it's our Formula 1 healthy meal, our Formula 2 multivitamin, and Cell Activator, which is a wonderful product. It actually helps with absorption and gets that nutrition right into each and every cell. So it you know, a couple of things just on cellular nutrition. Herbalife has some of the highest technology and engineered science, you know, exclusive to our products. We have the most amazing scientists, the research, the studies, everything that they've done on it. You can be totally assured of the quality of what you're getting. The products are patented, and our soy protein and our shakes combined with healthy carbs. So the same with our Formula 2, you know, each and every batch is monitored. Every single ingredient that goes into it is monitored. If you get a chance to look at our Seed to Feed program, you'll be amazed at the quality of what Herbalife is. So as I said, with cellular nutrition, you're not only ingesting or eating the proper nutrition, you're digesting it and you're absorbing it. So you want to make sure that you get the cellular nutrition on a daily basis. So hopefully that gives you some ideas and some information to help you along with your program. And I'm going to turn the time back over to Kelly. Lori, can you switch it back? Thanks.
Okay, great job. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Marla. You guys did incredible. I'm so excited to have the pleasure to introduce our next speaker. We have Judy, who's going to do the product spotlight. Judy, take it away.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, everybody can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, I'm Judy. I'm the one who sends out the little blips every week after the meeting. The night before, I send out the YouTube videos and the little notes to all of the participants. So that's who I am. And I'm going to talk about the products. So let's see if I can get this going right now. See if I can. Okay. So the Herbalife Core products, which we talked about a little bit before, is our Formula 1, Formula 2, and Formula 3 products, and it all coincides with the scientific research that's been done on the products and the food that is balanced, scientifically balanced, to give us the best that we can have. So it gives, the Formula 1 is our shake mix. It gives you protein and balanced nutrition. Formula 2, which are our vitamins, okay, our multivitamin provides essential nutrients, including antioxidant vitamins A, C, and E to support our immune system. And Formula 3 supports the body's absorption of micronutrients and promotes cellular energy and production. So let's see what we can get with. Okay, so Formula 1 is the shake, and it is really the best way to start your day. The shakes come in a multitude of flavors, as you can see there. The pumpkin spice should be coming out soon, and of course the banana caramel has been a favorite, and hopefully it will be back because we can't keep those in stock. It's delicious. But a healthy shake has up to 21 vitamins and minerals and essential nutrients. 9 grams of protein just from that shake, and then if you add it to your milk, or if you use a protein drink mix, which we'll talk about in a little bit, well, you know, you're bringing your shake up to anywhere from 17 to 24 grams of protein to start your day. And so that helps support weight management because, as we talked about carbohydrates earlier, you're not taking in all those extra simple carbs that normally you would have if you were having bagels or waffles or something like that. You know, it's quick and it's easy, and you can take it to go, and they taste delicious. So once again, excellent sources of antioxidants and the variety of flavors. Okay. Let's see if we can get to the next one. Okay, the multivitamin complex. A daily vitamin mineral combination with 21 essential micronutrients. And micronutrients are basically vitamins and minerals. Okay, our bodies don't produce that. We have to get those, you know, from diet or from supplements. So these are the macronutrients, of course, are the carbs, the fats, and the protein, which we need for our body in larger doses, and the micronutrients are the smaller ones, and we need them to for our development of our bodies, for disease prevention, and for our well-being. And so our multivitamins have no fillers in them. They're very pure, and used in conjunction with our shakes. They promote healthy bones, skin, and hair. And they include folic acid, calcium, and iron. And the Formula 3 cell activator, which was spoken about earlier, it supports the absorption of micronutrients and cellular energy production. So it just gets all those good nutrients into our body more quickly. And so the 3 together, the Formula 1, 2, and 3 together work very well. And then, of course, the protein and the protein snacks. And these are lifesavers. I want to start off over here with the protein drink mix because, you know, I make my morning shake with skim milk. I make my afternoon shake with water. And in order to replace the protein that comes from the milk, I use the protein drink mix, which comes in 2 flavors, vanilla and chocolate. And each scoop of protein drink mix is 7.5 grams of protein. 8 ounces of milk is usually about 8 grams of protein. So it replaces that if you're mixing your shake with water. And of course, if you put in 2 scoops of it, either vanilla or chocolate, you're going to add 10 more grams of protein to your shake. And it includes 24 vitamins and minerals and has soy protein in it. Okay, and then the personalized protein powder that's just a bargain, and I believe we've talked about it in one of the past weeks before, but I'll just mention it again quickly. You can pretty much add that to anything. 1 scoop is 5 grams of protein, and it's only 20 calories. And so you can boost your protein in your shakes, or just mix it in with the yogurt or whatever, just to get more protein. Snacks are the protein bars. Herbalife makes regular ones and they make deluxe ones. And the regular protein bars have 12 grams of protein. The deluxe ones have 10 grams of protein. Every single day I have a protein bar. Before Herbalife at 3 o'clock, that was my worst time. I was a teacher, and a break before after school activities, and I'd always want to grab some kind of a simple carb. And that was the best change I made, was having a protein bar right after school, because it held me until dinner. And my favorites are the lemon and the chocolate peanut protein deluxe bars. I think they're delicious. Soy nuts, another great deal. 9 grams of protein in each 100-calorie pack. I have some people who just love them. I mean, they buy them all the time. And those are their go-to snacks. Beverage mix comes in mango and berry flavor. Quick little story about this. My daughter opened up a mango today. We had the berry open, and she said, "Could I open the mango?" And I said, "Yeah, go ahead." Put it in her water bottle, went to work, then went to the gym afterwards, came home because I wasn't hungry all day because of the beverage mix. And each scoop has, I think, 7.5 grams of protein, if I'm not mistaken. So 15 grams of protein in 70 calories, and that was what she took in her water bottle today. And, both beverage mixes are good. You can mix them in with yogurts, all kinds of things. They'll flavor water or other, things. Okay, and then the soup mix. And the soup mix is 80 calories, and I believe it has 16 grams of protein. It's a nice thing to have on a cold afternoon because it's thick, it's creamy, and it's filling. And so those are our additional protein sources to supplement your food plan. And I've had great success with them, and hopefully you'll try them and you'll find the same. Okay, and I'm going to turn it back to Kelly.
Wow, thank you so much, Judy. I absolutely love all the protein snacks too, and cellular nutrition is so key. So I'm excited to end on a motivational end with a quote. Okay, so this is a journey. It's not about perfect, it's about effort. And when you bring that effort every single day, that's where transformation happens. That's how change occurs. Each and every one of you are champions, taking 100% responsibility for your health, and you are an inspiration, setting an example, touching so many people's lives just by choosing to be your best version of yourself. So let's keep rocking this challenge, get healthy and fit. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Night.
If anybody has questions, you guys can stick around.
On pizza sauce when we make a homemade pizza too.
Yeah, we'll have to, you guys will have to share some of these recipes share some of the recipes on the Fallback group page. I would love to see them. That's a great idea.
Okay, yeah.
Good idea. I'll copy it, paste it before I close down here.
Yeah, I was just going to copy it myself.
Great job, everyone.
All right.
Great.
Thank you. Night.